Chest. Welcome, wrestling fans from around the world in southern Wisconsin for tonight's Rock Valley Conference duel matchup between the Edgerton Klitzman Tide and the Evansville Blue Devils. I'm Mike Olson, one of your hosts. I'm here with Mason Braunschweig and our executive producer, John Frye, with our cameraman, Jaden Etham. Excuse me, Jaden. My apologies on that.
He's okay.
Okay, so tonight we're going to have a great matchup here between Edgerton and Evansville, and we're looking forward to some great matches. Mason?
We got a lot of stuff going on tonight, Mike. We got 6 JV matches we'll tell you about very shortly. We've got youth night. Tonight's Evansville's youth night, so we'll see the youth program come out. We'll watch them demonstrate their skills on the mat for a while. We'll also hear from Mike Olson in a different capacity as the president of our youth club, the Evansville Demons Wrestling Club here in Evansville, that's frankly grown so many talented wrestlers over the years. We've been involved about, a dozen years? And
yep.
I can't even name all the kids that we've, sent to state, sent to this, and all the great kids that have come out of this program and done great things in life.
Right, and just competitive by nature of what we do, and then also just being good people.
It's going to be a lot of fun, folks, but first, before we do anything else, we're going to take a little time to honor our third senior project from one of our senior groups. These are the kids. This is going to be, we're going to talk to Cutter Lane. He also worked with Ricky Braunschweig and Caleb Miller, and what they did was they worked with our youth club. So it's apropos that we're doing this on youth night. And we're going to have an opportunity here to talk with Cutter Lane. We're going to talk with Cutter Lane tonight and be able to, does he have a mic?
Whoa, we get him a mic here. Hold on.
Our executive person is going to get a mic out there and do
But we're going to have some fun talking to Cutter and get an idea of what these guys were doing. So, Cutter, mic right up to your face. How you doing this evening?
Doing pretty good.
Wonderful. Let's get a little close to that mic. Let's hear you, bud. So what we wanted to talk about a little bit was your senior project and how you and a couple of your senior colleagues on the team, Ricky Braunschweig and Caleb Miller, are working with the youth. Tell us about that.
One reason why we decided to do that and work with the youth is because that's where we came up from. I've been wrestling in the youth program as long as I can remember. Caleb came here late, but we all did most of our main development through that youth program, so we just wanted to give back a little bit.
Giving back, that's what it's all about, and I think, that's kind of been one of sort of the collateral, consequence of our mission statement with the youth club is giving back. Cutter, give us an idea of what you and Ricky and Caleb do every night with the youth guys.
Well, we do all the things that Coach Wankee would do on a normal occasion. We run all the drills. We set up the schedules. We go to every tournament that we can make it to.
So you're putting in a lot of time.
Yeah. We're there or at least one of us is there every Monday and Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically you guys are kind of running the coaching. You're getting a lot of input from our youth coaches, but you have a lot of hands-on duties that are occurring.
Right.
Awesome. So tell me, so far, what have you personally got out of this the most than anything else?
It's just the sense of, I'm getting a sense of worth from this. This program's given me so much. I would not be the person I am today, and none of us high schoolers would be the people that we are today without this program. It taught us so much on and off the mat.
That's great. As someone who sits on the board, I can't tell you how great that is to feel. Got a little bit of goosebumps there, Mike.
Right,
I don't know about you.
It's good to hear it from someone other than just the board members.
Well, I can tell you, I've been up in the room a number of times. I've seen you guys in action. You guys are absolutely killing it. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's a 40 hours. You're supposed to give 40 hours in your senior project. You guys are probably 3 times that already. You guys are easily at 120 hours. You guys are just giving, and it's great. And I can't tell you, from a board member, parent, and coaching perspective, how much I appreciate it within the community. But I think what we're going to see tonight when those little guys get on the mat is how much they appreciate it.
Right.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's exactly right, Cutter.
I'll tell you, Cutter, in 5 and 10 years from now, and you see those kids that are in your shoes, they'll be saying the same things.
Absolutely. Cutter, do you have any final thoughts, anything you'd like to say to anyone out there? Anything whatsoever, within reason.
Shout out to a parent or a friend.
I saw him smile too quick, Mike.
Yeah, I'd want to say thanks to my parents, mainly, for driving me to all those tournaments, giving me the opportunity to be who I am and get as good as I am right now.
Yeah, well, your parents are some of the best. They are fantastic out there. Cutter, thank you so much for what you've done, what you've given back. Extend our thanks to the other two that are helping you out. We know you got a little bit of a bum knee going on tonight, so you won't be on the mat, but you'll be cheering them on hard. I know that. Isn't that right?
Sir.
Absolutely. Thanks, Cutter. We appreciate it so much.
Thanks, Cutter.
All right. Well, Mike, I mean, come on. You know, we don't practice these.
No, everything's live.
Right? It's all organic, but that couldn't have gone better.
Right. It
fantastic.
just kind of, reinforce and nests into what we've always been saying is that this is what we want out of our program is that we're trying to build, people of good character and help them through, give them a positive role model throughout their life and as they experience the joys and the challenges of life and a positive role model to help them through that. So
yeah, and look, I don't know if Jaden can see this on the camera, but all of our little youth kind of piling in. They're getting up there, all in the white shirts over there. They're getting in there. Maybe you can get a close-up of them, kind of showing these are some of the little tykes coming in, the little grapplers, right? Fantastic, and this is just what we were talking about. So we got a pile of them. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun night. So we talked about that. We have so much here on the list to talk about. Where do you even begin at this point? I know where to begin. I'll tell you where. JV matches. I said 6 before. Looks like it's going to be 5.
yeah, we just had a scratch.
Late scratch, but let me tell the folks at home who's going to be wrestling. Match number 1, which will be a 1-2-2. Okay, 1 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute. At 132 pounds will be Dylan Noren of Edgerton and Nathan Garvoyal of Evansville. Match 2 at 160 pounds is going to be Zach Traeger of Edgerton and Braxton Delzer of Evansville. In our third match at 195 pounds, we'll have Sean Allison of Edgerton and Wyatt Klitzman of Evansville. In the fourth match at 220 pounds, we'll have Blake Olson of Edgerton and Braden Engelkins of Evansville. And then in the fifth match, which again will be a 1-2-2, so just the first match and just the second match will be 1-2-2s at 132 pounds. Again will be Nathan Garvoyal of Evansville, and then we'll have Ethan Katzenmaier of Edgerton. So we've got 5 matches for you tonight, folks. So a pretty good night of JV matches for you, sort of whet your appetite, and then we'll get the youth out there, and then we'll have this great varsity contest.
So a couple things about the Evansville Demon Youth Wrestling Club. We're always looking for board members. We always have 1 or 2 positions that are open that other board members are covering down on. So if you feel like you want to be part of something that is a great organization that does a lot of positive things for these young people's lives, we really do encourage people to volunteer and help us out. So please, if you have any inkling of wanting to volunteer, please contact any of the board members, myself, Mason Braunschweig, John Frye. Who else we have on the board? We have
head coach Kent Weiler. Carolyn Kleisch.
Yep. Scott Rozonki. Josh.
Oh, Caitlin Elsing. I mean, the board wouldn't be the board without Caitlin Elsing.
Yes, without Caitlin.
Pretty much the marshmallow cream that holds the whole enchilada together.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
We have a new board member, too.
That's right. We do. We have Jeff Crandall, our own associate principal here at the high school, who somehow stumbled his way into a board job. I think he walked into the wrong room.
I think so, but we put him to work right away. He is our
Absolutely.
director of facilities, and he really helps out in a huge manner that way. And we can't forget about all of our coaches. John Bollig, right?
Scott Rozonki, we've already talked about, who's also our middle school coach, and also Josh Lane. And we just talked to Cutter, his son, and he talked about the importance his parents have had on him, and he's certainly imparting that on all the youth in Evansville. I know he had a big impact along with Coach Rozonki on Ricky and Charlie, who we'll see wrestling later.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Scott and Josh both for years, along with actually now a coach that has just come back to us recently, Johan Kleisch.
Yep, in our middle school room, yes.
And they have taken kids all over the country to national tournaments, you know, all over the state to wrestling duels, tournament, and then also tournaments. So, you know, these guys are dedicated, spend a lot of their own personal time, and never got a penny for any of it, other than just the you know, the satisfaction and the gratitude of those
Absolutely,
wrestlers.
and obviously, you know, we use our youth program as a feeder program to the high school program. You want to get your kids some mat experience before they get to the high school level. That doesn't happen for all high school kids, but I will tell you this: Edgerton, not all their kids, but a lot of their kids came from their youth program. That's the Edgerton Youth Wrestling, the Rascal Wrestling Club. I think John might have a graphic or two for that up there. But so we got to talk with Craig Lodahl, the head coach over there at Edgerton. Got a couple minutes with him. He was there with Nick Hansen, his assistant, who I believe used to be the head coach.
Yes.
And trying to get out, but you know, that's the thing with wrestling. We need more people in. We just don't have enough people that are willing to volunteer their time, give of themselves, and kind of figure it out. But you know, Craig said he's got a young youth program. He's trying to build that up. In fact,
Yeah.
what did he say about his
last
high
year-
school team?
Last year they had 12 wrestlers, and they grew to 22 this year. So almost double the amount of wrestlers they had from last year to this year. So it tells you that if you put a little bit of effort into it and do a little bit of recruiting, you know, your numbers are going to grow. So what does that mean for Edgerton? It means that they have not so much a young team in age, but a young team in experience. So we have a lot of first, second, and third-year wrestlers on this team this year.
I tell you what, though, Edgerton always puts out good guys. They always have a very competitive edge, a very competitive spirit. You know, these guys are grapplers.
Yeah.
And Edgerton Evansville is always a barn burner.
It always has been historically. You know, they've brought those old, you know, those Edgerton's always had those ranked wrestlers like the Sonnies. And I can't remember his last name. Sun Shield, yeah. And there's some others that I can't remember off the top of my head, but
Cole Bavery,
yes.
Mike Wilkinson.
Yes.
Yeah, they've all Garrett Ice, and they've had all these guys over the years that have done some really great things.
Right. So it's just a matter of time until they rebuild back to what they want to be. And I think they've taken that first step towards that growing of their program. So
yeah.
And that's really kind of what his focus is this year is growing. So they're focusing on being competitive. And just trying to improve with every match. That's what the coach's goals are this year.
I'll tell you what, folks. I know we've reminded you 100 times, if not a million. If you haven't yet hit subscribe on our Evansville YouTube wrestling page, hit the button, ring the bell. I don't think we have a bell yet. We keep saying that.
Gotta
We
get a
don't
bell.
have.
People keep threatening us with that.
Well, I thought I saw a picture. You might have had a bell at the last tournament. Did you have a bell at the last tournament?
You know,
There's a rumor. Rumor had it.
I believe a bell was put in front of me.
Oh. I mean, the rumor made it down all the way to Mexico somehow. I don't know how it got down there.
Technology these
Yeah,
days.
right.
We can do anything with it.
Yeah.
But hit subscribe, and remember, we got a live chat, folks. So get on there, make some comments. We'll try to give you a shout out on the air. You know, we have fun with this. This is all in good fun, and let's have some fun with
We're
it.
just trying to bring the people watching at home into the experience here, into the gym.
That's
And
right.
so it looks like we're getting close. But what else do we have to talk about?
So speaking of
Well-
youth wrestling,
yeah.
coming up March 19th
There you
will
go.
be the kids state qualifier. And it's going to be right here at Evansville.
Absolutely.
Speaking of tournaments, we just had our youth tournament here. Very successful. It went pretty fast, very smooth, no issues. You know, the kids came in, they were on the same mat all day long. I got a lot of comments from parents right at the end, and then also some follow-up text messages and emails from parents afterwards. So we always put on a good tournament. We always get compliments. I rarely ever hear a
I
complaint.
tell you what, though, you can't put on a good tournament without volunteers. And just
Yes.
like our home tournament, we're gonna need volunteers for the regional qualifier. But it looks like we're gonna jump into JV matches here, folks. So what I think we'll see here is Dylan Noren and Nathan Garvoyal at 132 pounds. Again, folks, this will be a 1-2-2.
Real quick, I do want to say thank you to all the volunteers before we start tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can't do without you.
Can't do anything without them.
Okay, here we go.
First, oh, they got the timer on in the first period.
Looks like they're going to do maybe 2-1-1, or they're just going to go 2-2-2. Okay. Get some hand fighting going on, working their ties. Both wrestlers similar style. Fighting for inside tie.
Yeah, a little hand fighting here at this point. Nathan's got that underhook going. He likes that position.
Both looking about a square stance here. Working heavy on the inside tie, trying to get head control.
Both trying to pull on each other's neck. It looks like Nathan's getting a little bit better of that battle at the moment. Trying to lean for an angle there.
There's a pass by. Couldn't quite execute and turn that corner. What he needs to do there, as soon as he hits the pass by, he needs to sidestep and try to get behind. Working 2-on-1 on a wrist. A little switch up from the headlock to the wrist control. Oh, good block down. Oh, good counter against the counter there. But Nathan with a good block down for a spin. Oh, here we go for an inside single, switch off to outside single.
Oh.
But Nathan was able to basically do a hip over, but he has not scored yet. He needs to get behind. There's his 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Not quite enough for back points there, but he definitely had him in a position of danger.
10 seconds left in the period. See if Nathan can hold him down for the rest of the time here. He's got to bring him to the mat. And
Noren had a quick stand up there.
yeah, that's when we want to practice on not letting happen. We're late in the season to let that type of 10-second go.
So I guess it's a 2-1-1, not a 1-2-2.
So red defers, the Edgerton defers. Nathan chooses down. Nathan was trying for an outside switch, but was countered. Working for hand control underneath. This is good. He could get out right here.
Oh.
But Dylan holds on.
To the ankle, but he's in a bad position with the far arm.
Right. Nathan caught that arm.
Now you got to make a choice, right?
But he need to flatten him out and get.
I would have liked Nathan to keep that arm.
Right.
But he's going to spin around, and there's the reversal. So Garvoyal with a 4-1 lead. We got about just less than 30 seconds here in the second period.
Noren able to come around to the front.
They'll go out of bounds. 6 seconds on the clock. Kind of where we were at the end of the first period.
Right, so short time.
So we'll see what changes from either of these wrestlers.
Look for that stand-up again. Yep, now he needs to return to the mat. There you go.
It's kind of a savvy little move by Dylan. I think he almost would have had him in a locked hands position. It looked like Nathan just separated enough
right
when he went down to his knee.
They're switching off to an ankle. Smart, because he knows he's having a little trouble bringing him to the mat. So switching off that ankle is great. And right back to a half Nelson. He's got him on his back. Good position here. This could be it. Needs to stay on his toes, get chest to chest. There you go. Dig your head in the side. Now he got that. He needs to walk that arm, that leg he's got hooked to his head. That would bring the pin. If he could walk that leg he's got hooked there. And let it go as a kind of an opportunity to miss there.
Just under 30 seconds here.
He still has him in a really good position, pinning position.
A lot of fight out of Noren.
He needs to sink his chest back and get chest. There you go, just like that. And get chest to chest. He needs to get out the side and free his leg.
Yeah.
We got short time, 3 seconds. Good work fighting off his back for Dylan Noren.
He'll get 3 there. That'll end the match 7-1 advantage Garvoyal.
But it would have been easy just to take the pin. But he fought, so that's good heart for
I
Noren.
mean, and again, when we're talking about team points like we will in the varsity match, that's a decision.
Right.
Not
so
a major.
You just saved the team 3 points.
Absolutely. All right, next match we are anticipating seeing at 160 pounds Zach Traeger of Edgerton and Braxton Delzer of Evansville. And it looks like that is Delzer coming out right now, and I'm going to assume that is Traeger at the head table.
So, folks, if you don't know, we had ahead of time we had the Edgerton wrestlers fill out some a questionnaire, and we tried to give you some factoids about these kids. Oh, wrestling out of bounds there.
Zach's parents, Brad and Tammy, I'm sure are here in person, but if not, they're at home watching, and we hope they're enjoying the broadcast. Zach's a freshman.
And this is his first year wrestling.
Yeah.
So pretty good. I like the aggressiveness of the first year. So we got literally freshman.
Yeah.
But I like the aggressiveness of it.
That's right. Again, both heavy on the head. Again, very similar sort of philosophies in wrestling in this area. Want to be heavy on the head, want to circle, being heavy on the head will really cause a strain to the core and put, Braxton in a position to snap down Traeger. So
that was a great snap down and Tumbia. And right after the pinning combination here, what he needs to do is bring him on the mat, though. He's only going to get 2 back points for that. What you want to see in that position is him try to turn that wrestler back into the mat, into the out-of-bounds area, to the inbounds area. Going right back after that half, but instead of that far ankle, you should be going after that near ankle. I like the aggressiveness of Braxton right now. He's just going after it.
I mean, aggressiveness is really half the battle in this sport. So
right.
Let's be aggressive. Let's go after it.
Oh, Braxton got a little bit too far forward. Zach is able to grab that leg.
No points yet.
If he could turn him here. There we go. Going right after that half.
Back's exposed. We're getting counts here.
If he can sink his chest back, he can get a pin out of this.
Stay on that near side. You're there. All right, so he's going to get 3. Take a 7-0 advantage going into the second period.
Well, I'm not sure if I agree with that with the coach. He's been turning him both times he had on top. Probably might have been a better decision to go both up on that. So what happened there, folks, is that Braxton, when he approached on top, he wasn't in the correct position, so the ref gave him a caution and then corrected him. Braxton getting out front again. He getting dangerous there, allowing Zach to grab onto a leg, putting him in a bad position here. Good crossover of that ankle. What that does is breaks the hips down and allows him to get behind again.
In essence, what this full Nelson. That'll happen. So in essence, what that does though is getting so far in front, then it puts like it's almost like you got to get that takedown back again, and then you got to break them down. So you're basically making it a lot harder on yourself and everything. I do know that there are pinning combinations. You do know that there are pinning combinations out there
from the front. Yeah.
Typically, we want to play behind the arms. Typically.
Right. Behind the armpits. Now, again.
See, again, that's you kind of sort of just flirt too much with that danger, and then you see where we're going. But again, Delzer actually puts himself in really good position when he's out there in front and is able to get Traeger onto a hip and then eventually sort of push off the head and get right back to work.
Oh, there he is for that half Nelson again. Now if he can get chest to chest, he can get a pin out of this right here.
Right.
I think he's got it.
It's close. Now you got to adjust. So
Delzer having just a little bit of hard time getting into the right position.
Another 3. So
he's going right back after that half. That's good aggressiveness.
10-1, 30 seconds left in the second.
Dylan working a short sip, but that didn't go anywhere. Here comes that half again. Again, if he can get that near ankle, it'd give him a little bit better advantage. There you go.
Oh.
Oh, and
yeah, I mean that.
Dylan with a Granby.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, there's a little bit, almost a stack attempt, then the Granby attempt, and then we just didn't get any scoring out of it. But we're seeing these sort of like, hey, look, fun advanced moves. Let's go.
So Delzer takes top, and I think that's a great call because he's been turning him all night.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this, Evansville's called the top position this year more than I've ever seen before.
Right, yeah, a lot of offensive-minded there.
Yeah. And again, if that's where your team's strength is, go for it.
So Braxton turning the hip down, putting the pressure on the head. Dylan spent a lot of energy down underneath there.
Zach
oh,
Traeger.
Sorry, Zach.
Yep. Oh, but again, we're getting a little exposure here.
Back here, this could be it right here.
Oh. Zach's fighting off pretty well. Braxton's going to reverse the half and then kind of let him roll through, so that'll be another 3.
Now we're getting a danger area of a tech fall.
13-1 with a minute left.
He turns him again, he's going to have to pin him, or it'll be a tech fall.
He's going to want more toe pressure here.
He's got that near ankle again.
So, yeah, from there you can do a number of things, number of stacks, but it looks like we might see the turn here. Oh, it was close. Traeger able to fight that off. You know, and Delzer's coming there with a lot of pressure.
Right. Well, you just got to appreciate the tenacity and the stick-to-itiveness going after that half. Time after time.
I want you to spell stick-to-itiveness for me.
Well, it starts with an S.
You don't spell it, you say it. All right, 13-1 is the win for Delzer over Traeger. And we will go into our third match, 195. We have Sean Allison from Edgerton, Wyatt Klitzman from Evansville.
That's a name we've heard before.
Yeah. Wyatt's brother, Waylon, was a member of the team last year, went to state for Evansville at heavyweight. Really fun wrestler to watch. Looks like Sean's been wrestling for 3 years. He's a freshman, big freshman.
Yeah, we got a shout out to his parents, Renee and Luke.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably here, but typically that's what we find, you know. Again, you know, square stance, heavy on the head, almost as if these programs are doing a lot of similar things, right?
Right, yep.
Wide in on a single. Looks like he's
can turn the corner here.
Double,
there you go.
Converts and gets his 2. Arm trapped.
Going right to work after working on that wrist control underneath.
So now in that position, I don't like being on my knees. I want to put the pressure on the back with my chest of the other wrestler to kind of, let them know you're there.
Right.
Right?
Make him carry your weight.
Well, and
there
it's
he is
hard,
with the
right?
arm bar.
It weighs on you.
Good on Wyatt. He was trying to turn him on the in instead of letting him go out of bounds. And here he is. He's got that arm bar.
Oh, keep that wrist.
Yeah, that wrist is key for
there
this
you go.
move.
Now run on your toes. Run on your toes right over his ears. I would start coaching. I'm getting a look from John. Stop coaching.
Well, I think the Klitzman family could probably hear you.
Yeah.
And I think they'll probably replay it at the household numerous times, and the little ones will remember the calls.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I think there was something
Dawn,
like that.
Dawn told us that. That's right.
So do we got any chats yet, John?
Got a few.
Anything you can say on the air?
Yeah, we have, the Donleys watching again, so.
We haven't got we haven't got any of the stuff that's trying to sell us stuff, the spam and all that.
No, there's no.
We're
good.
We got a new set of steak knives coming.
We're the prince. Okay, here we go. Back to action.
Back to action.
Let's get you back to action here.
2-0. Wyatt with hand control.
Here we go. Good hand control out of there, and he good step through.
Stand up, and he got the escape, and it looks like he's going to get a takedown.
That's how you do it, folks. You get the escape for a point.
5-0.
Good 3-point move.
That was a great 5 seconds right there by Wyatt. I mean, it was perfect.
Textbook wrestling.
Yeah.
Good stand up, breaking the hands.
But he didn't let him out of his sight when he got the escape. That's wherewithal there.
He kept the pressure on.
And additionally was in an easy position to just change levels. Boom, grab the leg, get your takedown.
Right. Do that reverse step through.
I mean, that's textbook escape to takedown.
Mm-hmm. We're looking here for a.
Yeah, it looked like he was almost trying to do a butcher from the opposite side there a little bit.
Right. Working a tight waist.
He had his knee blocking in the right position to flatten out that hip. Which
now he's
I
got the
love
arm
seeing.
bar again.
Yeah, there you go. Keep that wrist and just run over his ear.
There you go. Here we go.
I'll tell you what, Allison is strong.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of fighting this off.
He is strong. There's no doubt about it, because Wyatt's a strong kid, and Allison is very strong.
Well, it's deceiving that these wrestlers here are at 195.
Yeah, Wyatt's a sophomore, and
Sean's a freshman.
You never used to see that back in the days. The freshmen and sophomores were always, 126 and lower.
Right. Yeah, the one in our day, 135.
They're coming in at 200 pounds, for crying out loud. The times they are changing, Mike. And this time changed into the third period with a 5-0 lead for Klitzman.
I forgot to do the second period on that one. Sorry, folks.
Oh, John. Well, don't worry, folks. We'll talk to him after this.
Let's see if we can get another textbook stand-up to a takedown.
What I like
out of Wyatt.
What I like what Sean Allison is doing is that pressure is all coming from his toes.
Careful
right?
here. Wow. Wyatt able just to kind of come out the back door for the reversal.
You know what? You know why he was able to get away with that? Because his hips were in great position.
Right. Yeah, and transversely, Allison's hips kind of got high.
A little bit high when his top got low.
Yep.
Yeah.
Allowing that pressure to come off and Wyatt to come out the back door.
Exactly. I mean, that's, again, one of the fundamental things in learning in this sport is hip position, and it's not just easy. You can't just go out there and be awesome at it, and you got to learn it and you got to work on it. And it's pretty clear that these guys are working on it because we've seen some pretty interesting positions with their hips, and they're not. Ooh, they're
What
a little
great,
tilt.
great suicide tilt, or submarine tilt, if you want to call it that. Boy, that was beautifully
But
set up and
he
executed.
did it from a standing position as opposed. So that was neat.
Yeah, it's a falling submarine
Yeah,
tilt.
it's the falling submarine, which we see all the time. Look at that.
But you
10-0
can tell who
lead.
he's been wrestling against.
Right?
Rhymes with Heiser.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to name any names, but
Right.
it rhymes with Heiser. There he is, digging out a wrist.
Got about 15 seconds left here.
Yeah, that would be a good practice partner.
Yes.
You think? Ooh, might be one of the best in the state.
And this is going to bring it to the end, folks.
And Wyatt just working the whole time.
Yeah.
Allison working the whole time. So really, I mean, again, the amount of calories expended in that match.
Oh,
it's
500 plus.
It's staggering, right? That's a workout. All right, we're going to go into our fourth match here. Blake Olson from Edgerton. This is a 220-pound match. Braden Engelkins, Evansville. And here we are. We're climbing up the ladder, 220, and then we'll come back down after this one.
So another freshman from Edgerton. His parents are Amanda and Bob. So if you're watching,
Good Lord. And of course he plays football. So Edgerton's got all these big kids playing football, going out for wrestling. I'll tell you what.
so Blake's got an interesting hobby. He likes to do trap shooting.
Wow. So do I.
It's one of the fastest growing high school sports in the state, actually.
In this state?
Yes.
Faster than girls wrestling?
No.
Okay.
I said
all right.
one of the fastest.
Okay.
Good takedown
Exactly.
here
Stone with the takedown.
by Braden.
Is that, Mike, is that score right? Is it 2-1?
Yes, there was a penalty.
Oh, okay. I think I was distracted by trap shooting.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Working for a crossface cradle, it looks like here. Working the head. Yep.
Braden's
Walking the
got that.
head.
I love it. He's got the cross face.
Put the
He's
knee
got
in the
it locked
back.
up.
There it is. That was, again, a textbook crossface cradle where you get the crossface, walk the head to the knee,
Jeez,
put the knee in the back, and
from this angle, it's looking pretty tight, pretty good. I'm not sure.
he needs to put his knee in his side. That's what needs to happen. Is get his hips out to the side and put his knee in the side.
I'm not sure where he's avoiding this. That is really good position for Braden.
He's got to be careful. Watch out for the defensive pin here. There we go. Now he needs to put his knee in his side.
Well, he's got the 20 seconds left. Probably just keep him down. Keep him down.
Careful.
Put the leg in.
Boy, maybe a little nervous, kind of pulling him on top of him.
Yeah.
Going after that crossface cradle, getting aggressive with it. Take it one step at a time.
Well, great first period by Engelkins. 5-1. Looks like it's going to be Edgerton's choice.
I got the second period right on this one.
Hey, there you go. Ain't the best in the business for nothing, folks.
Okay, so we got caution on Edgerton, just kind of again on the top position. He wasn't square on him. Referee
Braden with
making
a little-
we got
little
locked
step
hands
out.
there. Now we got a free
Yeah.
play here. If we can get 2 scores out of this, because we got locked hands, if he can make an escape, he's got to stop the match now.
All right, so that's going to bring the score to 6-1. Minute 50 at the stoppage. And Braden will attempt to get out again.
So for those who don't know, when we call free play, basically what happens in the locked hands is after they give that attempt to make that escape or reversal, and they would stop the match then. There's no danger there.
Position again, and so Braden's going to get the technical violation point again, bringing it to 7-1. Plus, you got the escape, bringing it to 8-1.
Right. And so that what I was getting back to that free move is that you try, like say you try a dangerous move like a Granby and end up on your back. Well, they got to stop the match at that point because of the locked hands.
Can't pin yourself when
right.
you get the free move.
Yep, and that's why we call it a free move.
So you can do something completely reckless.
Yes, without any consequences.
To try to do something fun without any consequences. Unlike real life, kids.
Right. Kind of like the NFL free play.
Yeah, right. The offsides, sure. Very much akin to that.
Both wrestlers working for some sort of advantage with the tie-up.
Engelkins got a 2-on-1 there. Oh, and he
outside single
pulls
for a
that
treetop.
to a leg.
You see if he steps up. Does just a little dump and gets him down.
Keeps the leg. I got to tell you, for a 220-pounder, a lot of great things that we just saw there.
Right.
A lot of great things.
Now, what would have blew my mind if he would have went to a bow and arrow.
Well, illegal, but yeah. Digging out that arm. Looks like he's trying to get a hammer lock.
He's got it. He switched over to an arm bar, and he's just going to plow him over here.
He's got a half and the bar.
This could be it right here.
He wants to be looking up there. That's pretty close.
He's got in good position.
Yes.
On his, there's the pin. On both his toes, chest on chest, everything you want out of a wrestler when they're in that position. Great job.
Well, that's just a great match for Braden. Fantastic. Happy for his folks who are here in the crowd.
Hey, you notice that Evansville, all the wrestlers always come up, and Edgerton's doing the same thing. They all come up to congratulate, whether you win or lose. It's a sign of a good team.
We've always said this, wrestling's an individual sport, but, you know, you got to have a team for the support because as an individual, you are out on an island on that mat.
Right.
And if you got your team supporting you, that's all you need.
It does so much for you mentally, and we've said this time and time again. This is at least an 80% mental sport.
So it looks like maybe we're taking a break or a time break or something. What do we?
Yeah. I suppose you know as much as we do, John.
Okay. Well, they kind of came to the table and then they walked away. So I just want to give a shout out to Cutter. He fixed our sign over there.
Yeah.
I think it fell down and.
I think it was a huge gust of wind that came in.
I think all those the young wrestlers.
Yes.
The gust of wind from
excited.
them leaving the.
Hey, can we do any thank yous? How about help me on my thank you?
Thank my parents for this opportunity. Oh, I got you,
Page
John.
two.
Yeah,
Page two.
Kendall Butchin, our
yes.
Evansville Athletics
Yes.
and Activities Director, who's helped us get in the door at Lodi, helped us get in the door at Elkhorn, helped us get in the door everywhere. Had us in Broadhead, but John was in Mexico. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. But no, Kendall Butchin has been a huge supporter, not only of Evansville Wrestling, of Evansville Athletics and Activities, but also of the Evansville Wrestling YouTube page and getting us going, and he's just been great. Can't thank him enough. Also thank Hayden Grace Photography for the use of their senior poster images that we use in our broadcast. Hayden Grace Photography, if you don't have someone lined up for your senior pictures, they're fantastic and they're booking quickly. Evansville Youth Wrestling parents for bringing their young wrestlers tonight, for helping volunteer for our tournament and doing all the wonderful things that they do for us and trusting us with your child, first and foremost.
Yeah, I mean, that's their most precious possession that they have, and for them to trust us and to be part of that upbringing, we feel real privileged to be part of that. So thank you all, and not only that, but again, I want to say it again, thank you to the volunteers, those youth parents and high school and middle school parents that volunteered to get our youth tournament rolling, and the ones that are going to volunteer again to get our regional tournament, our kids' state qualifier tournament for our district.
Absolutely. While we have this time, and I think we're going to go to youth here pretty quick, but while we have this time, I want to promote a couple upcoming Evansville wrestling events. Saturday, so in 2 days, January 29th.
Let's get that camera on there.
We have the Lodi Team Tournament. Teams
Here
are
we go. Get that camera over
pure-
there.
There we go.
Kenosha Indian Trail, Prairie du Chien, West Salem Boehner will be there.
Zoom in on
And
the
here come
zoom
our
in
youth.
on the high school kids. The high school kids give them a little tunnel. There we go. There's the tunnel coming
Yeah,
out.
look at that. Supporting those little guys.
High school
and
guys are
girls.
giving them there they go. Very
Oh,
good.
they're catching up. Now they're playing.
Oh, all right. There's more coming. They keep. Oh, here comes the coach through the
There
tunnel.
he is.
Get in the wheel. Get in the wheel.
Coach.
Keep running, guys.
Hey, so for those parents that don't know or they're just tuning in for the first time, this is what our high school wrestlers do to warm up. So for them to get out there and do this is, probably pretty cool for them. Be in front of the home crowd, get to come out to the music.
All right, Mike, is this where we're going to get you down there and talk with when the music kind of we'll get you on the mic down there for the parents in the gym?
Yeah, I think we can, but I think part of this live broadcast, I think we pretty much went over everything already what we were going to talk about. So,
oh yeah, well, I guess the parents yeah, that's true. That's true.
I should have saved some of that.
Well, the folks here in the gym didn't hear it.
Oh, you mean coming down in the front?
Yeah.
So they're gonna do a little 1-1-1 match.
Yeah.
So they're gonna set that up, which will be fun, and we'll just kind of randomly take some kids that we know by name or that we can point out and kind of maybe call the action for them a little bit. I think that'll be kind of fun.
Right.
But so we got Coach Lane, Coach Bollig, and Coach Rozanki out there. Rozanki in the middle of the mat, kind of calling action a little bit. We got all sorts of little fellers down there having fun. Working on their takedowns. Uh-oh. John, I think we have a candidate amongst our youth wrestlers for the Ric Flair hair of the day. I think right now what's happening is we're going to get Mike Olson out there. He's going to say a few words to the crowd while mic'd up for our performance, so you at home will hear all of that as our kids continue to work. They're doing a little 1-1-1 match right now in the midst of the first period.
Hey, how you doing?
And Mike's got to learn about hot mic.
Let me make sure you're on.
Okay, mic check. Can you hear me? All right, great.
We got a heck of a production, folks.
All right, I just want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight for the Evansville Demons Wrestling Club for our youth wrestlers. So let's give a round of applause for our youth wrestlers. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mike Olson. I'm the club president. I'd like to introduce our wrestling coaches that have put so much into this program to help out your athletes and your wrestlers. So we got Josh Lang over here. We got John Bollig and Scott Rozanki. All these coaches have been helping out for so many years. So please, a round of applause for all of them. These kids have been working really hard all year. They've gone to some great tournaments, and really, what we really like to cultivate within our culture is not so much focusing on the winning, but growing good people. And that's right in our mission statement. We talk about that all the time. Is that we want to provide that positive opportunity for them to have good life lessons to bring them through the joys and challenges of life. So. If you ever get a chance to support our program, we welcome that through volunteers and anything else. And we really appreciate you having your kids part of the program and all the volunteerism that's happening so far. So thank you all for supporting our youth tournament. And also we're looking for volunteers to when we host this year's Kids Regional right here in Evansville. So thank you all for coming tonight, and here's your wrestlers.
El Presidente, huh? Getting after it. and he's moving with that portable mic on, which causes all that sound. But hey, it's fun. We know what we're doing. So it looks like we're going to be in our third period here of our exhibition match with our youth. But yeah, everything that Mike said, it's absolutely true. Fantastic. We're all about the families that come out and everything else. And speaking of which, El Presidente, he's back.
Oh, thanks, Mason. Yeah, that was fun. It's always good to spotlight these wrestlers. They work hard all year, and this is a grind of a sport. And anytime we can get this many people to come out and support them and what they're doing and give some recognition, that's always good. And the coaches, because they spend hours and hours.
So I don't know, but I think we might have the first winner of our Ric Flair Hair of the Duel, and that little whippersnapper up in the, I don't know, far that way corner, Jaden with the mohawk, looking pretty sharp. I'm liking the cut of his hair.
Nice.
Mike, I don't know.
I like it.
We might have this for him.
I think so, yeah.
They're going to go into their cool down jog right now. I got to tell you, it's fun every year we do that, and it's fun seeing all the kids that we get involved. It's just a blast, right?
Yeah. Love watching them grow and mature and go through the stages, youth, JV, varsity, and then on to college.
We gave it. We gave it to the kid with the mohawk. You got to find him and get his name.
Was that Hunter Hoops?
No, mohawk.
The mohawk. Oh.
Yeah, there was a mohawk.
Do I got to get that?
We haven't seen that this year yet.
Okay,
so that's the Hair of the Duel.
Okay, hair of the.
So.
I gotta wait. I was down there. Hold on.
I know you were down there, not looking at us.
Okay.
Not paying attention.
There. Now I gotta.
That's your job.
Now put on the camera. Put on the camera this show Ethan there. See if you can put it in front there. I don't know if it'll work or not, but. There we go. Yeah, we got a little certificate.
Love it.
And Ric Flair the. Did you use the line?
Not yet.
Ooh.
Not yet. It's your line.
Well, let's see here. All right, are we?
You wrote it. You say it.
I can't take full credit for it. Let's see.
What are you talking about?
Let's see here. Where did it
We
go?
got one more JV match here. I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to get this JV match going. We're going to see if John Frye can't find this child, present him with the certificate.
Okay, we're going here. Back to business here.
But we are back to business at 132.
There's a mohawk. I missed it.
Ethan Katzenmaier from Edgerton and Nathan Garvoyal from Evansville.
Let's. I'll go see if I can. Oh,
Here they're coming back out now. You should be able to see them. Okay, here we go.
okay. We gotta do some scoring here.
Both wrestlers squaring up.
Katzenmaier's a little less likely to tie up with Garvoyal. I think he, got a little bit of an advantage getting to watch that first match, kind of seeing how that one went down. So
Right. A little scouting session.
right, and he comes in, he's grabbing the elbow perfectly, got some pressure on the back of the neck. Ooh, that's a good shot. Little
Good.
fake shot to a shot, changes levels, really nice.
Yeah, I liked it. Didn't quite get in deep enough for that high crotch that he was looking for. Turned out to be more like a mid-level inside single. I tell you, the camera doesn't quite give justice how many people are here because the home team stands are fairly full here.
Oh yeah, no, we're doing really well with our crowds this year. I think a lot of things going on, but I think people are just glad to get out, go do things, see their kids in action.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
Speaking of club board here, down over here I see Charity Castrone, which I tell you, she was a heavy lifter for us. She did so much good work for us that when she left, we realized just how spoiled we were on how much, the amount of work that she did for us.
No doubt about that whatsoever.
Oh, good single leg right to a.
He's got him right to the back.
This could be it right here. Saved by the bell. Oh,
So it looks like we'll get 2 back points there along with the takedown, bringing it to 4-0 after the first. Then we'll go into our second period, which is going to be a 1-minute period, a 2-1-1.
all right. Nathan defers, and Ethan chooses down. Garvoyal riding on the right. Normally don't see that. Normally most wrestlers are riding on the left.
Good escape there by Katzenmaier.
Kasten, not Katzenmaier.
We got a bunch of those, so you
Right.
know.
Well, at least he didn't call him Chase.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, kind of in a bad position here for
There's the
Garvoyal.
takedown.
Now, if he can get this escape right away, it wouldn't be so bad. But
So 4-3.
Kastenmaier brings him to the mat and solidifies
Garvoyal
that.
still has the advantage. Good sit.
Oh, good switch, but man, he caught Kastenmaier on his hip there. He was
Yeah.
able to capitalize. Did he get the back points too?
No,
No, he didn't.
not enough time there. Appropriate call. Got the reversal, 6-3. Oh, Ethan's got a good stand-up. He's got to work on that hand control there a little bit. 8 seconds left on the clock at the stoppage.
Okay, here we go. Short time. Last match, he had a little problem keeping the wrestler down. So we'll see what happens here. Let's see if he can capitalize on this 8 seconds and hold him down, prevent the score.
Garvoyal is going to take down. 1 minute left in the match here in the third period. Evansville up 6-3.
Good aggressive move on the top by
Aggressive knee
Ethan.
to the butt there. Nathan working on
There's the
hand
leg.
control.
There it
He's
is.
able to twist away, get his escape, 7-3. About 30 seconds left on the clock.
Working that head into a whizzer. He's got to get that leg clear. If he can get that leg clear, there you go. And hips it. He can hip him over here. He's still not in a bad position. He just needs to be careful that he doesn't get pulled back over. And that'll do it.
All right, well, a good win for Nathan there, 7-3. And that'll be it for the junior varsity this evening. I believe posted up over by our door, we've got our youth
All right, get that
lined
camera
up
over there.
to
Yeah,
make the tunnel.
they're getting close. Yeah.
So now the youth get to do it for the varsity.
Yes.
Oh, this got to be pretty cool for that youth.
Another great
wrestler.
tradition we've had here for years and years. And
Well, this will be interesting. Edgerton goes and gets up on the warm-up, so
Maybe I need to go down and find our Rick Hair Flair the duel. Or wait.
why look at.
yeah, I mean that sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this guy's got a.
Nah, it's
Ooh,
youth night. Mike.
Look at that one. That one's majestic too.
It is, but we see a lot of those in wrestling.
Oh, that's true.
It's like, oh my gosh.
I think the word's getting out. They're growing out on purpose now.
Yeah, they want the Rick Hair Flair award. I think.
That's right.
I think.
Listen. seeing the mullet nowadays,
Well,
it's neat. It's like seeing a coyote.
Get on. Yeah.
But here's the deal: seeing the mohawk from like Vision Quest. Okay, that's like a unicorn. Okay, I'm standing my ground on this one, boys. So-
The mohawk from Vision. Okay. Ooh, here we go.
Here we
All
go.
right.
oh, here we go.
Good times. That's where it all started. Youth night, seniors' last home event.
So how many of those youth kids are thinking this is going to be me someday?
I hope all of them.
Yeah, they're gonna rewatch this.
Here they come. That's got to be pretty cool for the coaches too, because all those coaches have coached all these kids that are coming out now. In fact, I don't think I know any of these that weren't in the part of the youth program at one time or another. I see another volunteer in our crowd there, Greg Artisan. He volunteers at our youth tournament every year. He's our announcer.
That is one of the community's biggest givers. He's just a hell of a guy. Give the shirt off his back to you if you needed it. Can't say enough about him, and I like to go down to the Night Owl every chance I get to tell him that.
And speaking of the Night Owl, they donated all of the pork and the hot dogs and the pizza for our concessions this year, so
Yeah.
that didn't cost our club anything, and it was just whatever we sold it for was pure profit. So
Really
that's
thankful
a
to
big
the-
deal
to
for
the Night
us.
Owl. Looks like we got an Andy Lehman sighting in the crowd. We just want to give a big congratulations to Coach Andy Lehman. He was recently inducted to the Merrill High School Wrestling Hall of Fame this month. Love seeing him out here. He loves the wrestling, and
I've got an image up, so we're kind of blocking the view, but maybe zoom in over in that corner. He's sitting there with the blue hat on.
The years he was with Merrill, they were dominant in the state. Dominant.
Get zoomed in. There we go. Whoops. Here we go. I gotta clear this. There he is. Oh, yeah, there he is. Congratulations to Coach Lehman on your induction to the Merrill High School Wrestling Hall of Fame this month. So congratulations.
Looks like we should be going to the national anthem here shortly.
yep. Eventually make our transition to the national anthem and our lineups, and we will go. I believe we're going to Doug Schwen for that, right? He's got the portable mic.
Yes, he has
for
the
that?
portable mic.
All right.
So Doug is not in the post yet, so we must be. Let's see here.
Yeah, tonight's starting weight,
Whoa.
126 pounds for the duel. Schwen about to get to his post. Guess he forgot his first general order.
It's a good military reference for those who are tuning in that are military.
Will you please rise and move your heads and face the flag? As we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, here we go with the starting lineup.
Welcome to Evansville High School for tonight's Rock Valley Conference dual meet between the Crimson Tide of Edgerton High School and your Evansville Blue Devils. Welcome and thank you for supporting Rock Valley Conference Athletics. It has been a long year without fans and we are happy to have you back in attendance. The Rock Valley Conference takes pride in displaying positive sportsmanship on and off the mat. To maintain this standard, we ask all fans to remain positive towards our players, officials, and opponents. Please respect our officials as they are the reason we are able to host this event. Remember that your actions are a reflection of yourself and your community. Please enjoy tonight's contest and good luck to both teams. Go Tigers and go Blue Devils. And now introducing the starting matchups for tonight's meet. At 106 pounds for Edgerton, Garrett Cottner. For Evansville, Blake Frye. At 113 pounds, Evansville's Gunner Katzenmaier receives a forfeit. At 120 pounds, for Edgerton, Noah Riley. For Evansville, Danny Heiser. At 126 pounds, for Edgerton, Ian Raymond. For Evansville, Camden Staver. At 132 pounds, for Edgerton, Justin Clark. For Evansville, Wyatt Nelson. At 138 pounds, Evansville's Caleb Miller, scheduled to receive a forfeit. At 145 pounds, for Edgerton, Braden Traeger. For Evansville, Lee Jorgensen. Do we have a 152? At 152 pounds, neither team has a wrestler. At 160 pounds, for Edgerton, Bo Allison. For Evansville, Ricky Braunschweig. At 170 pounds, for Edgerton, Caleb Davis. For Evansville, Owen Heiser. At 182 pounds, for Edgerton, Ethan Stengel. For Evansville, Charlie Braunschweig. At 195 pounds, for Edgerton, Gage Farrington. For Evansville, Liam Spike. At 220 pounds, for Edgerton, Jacob Wankee. For Evansville, Balin Kroll. At 285 pounds, Evansville's Tucker Peterson, scheduled to receive a forfeit.
All right, Mike, there's your lineups. Looks like a couple of forfeits, but otherwise pretty full lineup tonight.
Now you can see you got all the seniors out there as captains. That's pretty cool.
Quite a few captains tonight.
So Evansville won the toss and they took evens.
we go. Well, that was pretty cool. Seeing all the seniors
It was.
as captains tonight. That's
Yeah, very fitting.
Yep. Absolutely. So looks like we'll get started here at 126. Our ref is ready to go. We should note, I believe we have SSM Health providing trainer services tonight.
Help me, who do we have for Edgerton at 126? Who was announced?
Well, they announced
Ian Raymond.
Ian Raymond.
Okay. Justin.
So Evansville finished 4th at the Freedom Irish Invite out of 19 schools on Saturday, January 15th. We had some podium wrestlers. At 120, Danny Heiser won first, was actually the outstanding wrestler of the tournament.
Right.
Didn't he beat the #1 kid in the state at that? Anyhow, Owen, his brother, also took first. Ricky Braunschweig took third.
And here we go with the action. So we got Danny at 126.
He jumped him up straight into kind of a fireman's Kelly almost. It's like a strange combination of both, but scored on it. Going right after pinning combinations from the top.
All right, help me on the Edgerton wrestler.
Ian Raymond.
Okay, thank you.
Going after that submarine tilt. There it is. Kind of baiting it there, just getting the arm, letting him sit up, and then down he came. Going straight. He's going to switch off to a ball and chain there. Didn't quite look it up there, or lock it up. Going again aggressively after that hip. And for just a little tilt here. It's close, but Ian's doing a good job at using Danny's leg to pull himself back over.
Ian's got a lot of length.
Yeah. So it's going to be tough. He's going to have to use some other levers to get him to turn on those tilts. He going for a ball and chain. Looks like he's got it locked up. Oh. Oh. He's got it. Score 10-0. Heiser taking no time at all to extend that score. Oh, here he is. That would have been a good pinning combination with that armbar transition to the half Nelson. Again with the suicide or the submarine tilt. So he uses that leg to keep him over.
So we'll get another 3 points, 13-0 after one. Going to the second period, and Edgerton is going to choose top position.
So in this particular case, we want the escape, not the reversal, so we can take him down to his back for a possible pin. I think that's what he's going to be looking for. If he gets a reversal, the match is over for a technical fall, and this is going to be it right here, I think. Yep, and there it is. So freshman on versus freshman, and Heiser comes away with the tech fall.
That should bring the team score to 5-0 at this point.
Next up should be Justin Clark from Edgerton versus Staver.
Camden Sabres at the table, and there's not going to be anyone. Nobody.
132 pounds, Evansville's Camden Stengel receives a forfeit.
So now we're at 11-0.
We're going to Braden Traeger from Edgerton. He's a junior. Parents are Brad and Tammy. So hello to Brad and Tammy. Thanks for getting your wrestler into this sport and promoting it.
We got Wyatt Nelson from Evansville.
Nelson kind of stalking Braden out there. Both working on inside tie. Braden looking for that inside single, but wasn't quite close enough. He needs to get a step, half a more step in there in order to finish that move. We talk about that in coaching all the time. You got to close that distance. Braden's favorite food is chicken and waffles.
All right.
His favorite class in high school is biology. And he has a dog named Huey.
Who to that?
He also plays football in the fall and does track in the spring. So he's a 3-sport athlete.
We love seeing that. All right, still scoreless in the first. About 40 seconds left.
Why with a good hip toss? It's kind of a hip punch, you know, where you grab the head and kind of use your hip to punch it over, and
I mean, just
didn't quite capitalize on that.
when that sequence of events, you know, we talk about this all the time, there being little windows of opportunity in wrestling, you know, and they're both wrestlers had a wonderful little sort of glimmer of an opportunity, but again, each wrestler got themselves back into good position.
Right. So it's a good square off here. One's a sophomore, one a junior. One, you know, wow, that was a great counter by Wyatt.
Just wonderful takedown there with a few seconds left in the period. And, I mean, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, Traeger came in for that high crotch. Wyatt sidestepped it and was able to get that spin around for that, too. Good initial movement by Wyatt, crashing down that elbow to protect it. Now he's got to get his wrist free. There you go. Braden looks like he's trying to hook up an arm bar. Good inside step. And he got a separation for one.
So 3-0, about 1:40 left here, second period.
Both are moving, pairing for position. There's a try to pass by Braden. Braden being the more aggressive wrestler right now. Another outside single attempt. Wyatt's able to counter it. Good down block. Both wrestlers going ear to ear. Score is still 3-0.
Yeah, 40 seconds left. A lot of hand fighting in this match.
I would not be surprised if someone gets called for stalling here. Not a lot of offensive action going on.
Yeah, I mean, but no one's really blocking, and they're both circling. Yeah, there's a shot.
Yep.
There's and then, oh, Wyatt, you gotta.
He's got to get his legs back to sprawl it out, but he's got that ankle, so that's helping him out. And he's going to step it over. That was a good move by the sophomore. Crossing that ankle over, crashing the hip, and going right after a crossface cradle, but couldn't quite lock it up.
So, end of the second, 5-0. Nelson's advantage for Evansville. And Edgerton chooses down.
And you see he's got that 1 foot out. It kind of telltale of what he wants to do, and he couldn't quite get it done for Braden. He's got the wrist locked up. He's looking for arm bar here at the top. He's got the arm bar. Let's see if he can get that far wrist.
He's going to have to get out to the side there and drive.
Yep, if he wants it. He's going to get called for potentially potentially dangerous. And that arm comes up above 90 degree and up onto the shoulder blade. That's potentially dangerous. Stopped right away by the ref every time.
It's a good sit out.
For a switch.
Going for the switch, got the sit out to the stand up.
Yep.
So, and again, a good sit out's going to give you options.
Yep, he got that separation, right? Got the pressure off him. He was able to execute basically just to stand up and escape.
5-1 advantage, Evansville.
We got a minute left, and here's where things could get dangerous for Wyatt, right? He needs to stay aggressive. He needs to stay in the offense because this is where the referee will be looking for. Hey, you need to be working offense, and you might get called for stalling.
Well, yeah, and he's done that 3 times, and that's not the best position.
Oh, that is gonna get. I gotta be honest with you. I'm surprised he did not get taken down there.
I mean, razor close.
I mean, unless his foot stepped out, that should have probably been 2 points. Going into a Russian tie here for Braden, trying to work a takedown for a come from behind win with the inside step for the trip. This could be.
So Wyatt's going to want to grab that far arm and sort of bulldoze in now.
Now, if he gets a front headlock in, he's going to try to toss him backwards for an All-American.
Yeah.
No, he's going for the spladle. This could be a 5-point move. Oh, almost got hit with a spladle. Wyatt was able to get out of it. Wow, that could have been the match for Braden, but Wyatt was able to hold it off and slip out of that spladle. Wow, that was an impressive move by the sophomore because Braden had it in tight. And if he would have succeeded with that, that would have been the match. He would have won that match. But good job on Wyatt on defending that and having like good heads up and knowing what was coming and being able to get out of that move.
So that'll give us another 3 points. We're at 14-0 team score. And we'll go to 145, where I suspect we'll see Caleb Miller for Evansville.
And Bo Allison.
Nope.
Nope.
145
Oh.
was supposed to be Braden Traeger, but instead it's going to be this.
145 pounds for Edgerton,
Johnson.
Damian Johnson.
We don't have a sheet on him. We don't have a bio on him. There you go. Good pass by Miller. Right into. Oh. Careful. He missed the head on that cradle. He's got that leg in. He's looking for. Looking to dig that other leg out, or the arm. Is he looking for a guillotine? Or is he looking for a spladle / banana splits? Yeah, he's looking for the guillotine. He's got to get that arm above his head, around the backside of his head. That's what he wants. He wants to get that arm around the backside of his head like that, and he's going to lean back. Now he's got to be careful. There he scoops the head. This is perfect guillotine right here. Boy, that was impressive that he got out of that move. Typically, when they got it sunk that deep, it's hard to get out. Oh,
potentially dangerous. That elbow, the arm went up a little bit too high on the shoulder blade.
Yeah, you got to keep it at 90.
Or it can't get to 90. You want it more at 45 when you pull that back.
Yep. Once it gets past 90, it's potentially dangerous.
That's right.
Good chain wrestling there. Returning to the mat, get the leg in, hit him for a Turk. He should be back points here.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Good Turk.
You want to keep your head up here, Caleb. And unless you're going for the pin, you got to go to a different.
He's going to go for the power half here. Switch out, get that leg out. No, the senior's just taking this guy to the technician clinic here. He's doing everything right. Oh, saved by the bell on that one.
Another 2 back points, so it's going to be 9-0.
Boy, Miller's just putting on a clinic here that, you know, how to wrestle from the top at this point.
Oh, and he chose top. So
Yeah, good call. I mean, he's been dominant there. I would have done the same thing. Back in the legs, he goes, working a far side power half. He's got to get that, he's just got a half. He wants to go to a power half, or is he going for the wrist underneath? I think he's working for that wrist underneath. There, goes for the power half. There it is. He's got to switch out and stack him up. There we go. He needs to not look at the pin and get chest to chest. Get on his toes. There you go.
Ooh, he's got the neck tight and lifted.
He switches off to a half here on the other side. This could be it right here. There it is. Boy, impressive match by the senior Miller. I mean, that was impressive. That was some really good, solid wrestling.
So team score should be 20-0 at this point. We're going to 152 pounds. I anticipate seeing Lee Jorgensen. And I think that's exactly who we'll see.
At 152.
Yep, and we'll hear very shortly who this is, but I believe it's Chris Ramirez. Although it could be Dominic.
At 152 pounds for Edgerton, Dominic.
Dominic, yep.
I chose poorly.
Jorgensen.
So Dominic's a senior. Lee, of course, a junior.
I enjoy watching Lee wrestle this year. Some unorthodox moves I've seen from him, and it's just he's a bit unassuming, you know. But if you're not careful, he will take it to you and punish you for mistakes.
I have yet to see Lee lose the third period.
You got a front three-quarter Nelson, or front quarter Nelson, excuse me.
He simply doesn't lose the third period.
Are you talking about the good old boy, the General Lee?
General Lee, that's right.
Let's see here is a sucker drag from the bottom. Nope. Good classic defense to that front quarter Nelson. Post the hand off your head to the mat and then stand up and back away. Lee with a little problems with his headgear, readjusting it.
That's such a common sight for this team.
Goes for the takedown. He's a bit far away, but he extends himself a little bit too much, setting him up for... See, that's what I'm saying. He's got kind of these unorthodox move there. If you have this small mistake, he's going to make you pay for it. There it is.
Now lift.
Good low single
Pull
from
him back,
Lee.
Pull him back.
He's going to trip him right here. He's going to pull him back and trip him. That's what he needs to do. He switches off to a double almost, and then rolls him through for 2.
Nice sequence of events for Jorgensen there to get the 2. We got 10 seconds left here in the first. Lee will follow.
Dominic trying that outside switch didn't work out for him. Oh, saved by the bell on that one for Lee.
All right, Jorgensen taken down.
Both wrestlers going to work. Dominic looking for that to crash the hips. Now he switched over. Looking for that wrist control underneath in a half. Switching back and forth. Half to the left, half to the right. Now with the locked up the cradle. He's gonna be tight. Jorgensen able to squirm out of it there, back to his base, but he still has
he's got to break that lock.
He still has it locked up. This could go well for Jorgensen right here.
Yeah, that's going to be.
So Dominic trying for a
he's got
suicide cradle, and it didn't work out for him.
He got the reversal, 4-0. Very close having that opportunity to get some back points there.
Right.
Be,
Dominic was smart enough to bail and get back to his stomach.
Those windows close quickly.
Yeah.
Right?
Dominic working a short sit. Lee needs to bring him back to the front and crash those hips down and work a turn. Okay, get those hips down to the mat. Dominic looking for the escape here. Bring him to the mat. Good job. Dominic trying to set up the ball and chain almost. I'm sorry, not Dominic. Lee.
Lee, yes, Jorgensen. He's doing a very good job of fighting off the ball and chain.
Right.
Dominic.
There you go. Now he's going to working his ankles, trying to get that advantage, trying to work that ball and chain. Looks like he's got it locked up. No, he didn't.
Dominic keeps moving the arm forward, which is exactly what he's supposed to do there. He's supposed to work back up to his base. He's doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
So red's choice, and he's going to go neutral. Nope, he's going to take bottom.
We are in the third period.
Yeah, so
That's true.
what you see is that skill wins you the first period, endurance wins you the second, and heart wins you the third.
That's right.
Oh, Lee in a little bit of a bad position with his arm up over. Dominic trying to take advantage of that by turning into him. Might be able to hip him over.
Nope,
Yep.
nope.
Lee's got to be careful. He's got to bail out. Good job at bailing out.
All right, so that brings the score to 4-2. Minute and a half left here. Now this is where Lee needs to work.
Good counter.
Jeff Barr says, "Hi guys, great work again."
Thanks, Jeff.
Jeff, another one of our great volunteers from Sunday. Thanks for all your help, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff worked security for us and kept the mats clean.
Kept the riffraff at bay.
We don't hear him screaming. I think there might be a basketball game tonight.
If he yells from home, we'll hear him.
Yes, there is. I think it's senior night for them as well. Oh, Lee trying to swim up and grab the head for a turn. He's going to get him on his back. Oh, great job at reaching up and getting that head because Dominic was high. This could be it, folks, right here. There it is.
Should bring the score up to 26-0, and now we'll go to 160 pounds where we'll see first of my two sons, Ricky Braunschweig.
Boy, good awareness on Lee.
Absolutely.
When Dominic got a little high, he reached up and grabbed that head and was able to get that head steal for the pin.
Ricky Braunschweig ranked 8th in state, bringing in a 32-5 record into the duel against Bo Allison, Jr. from Edgerton.
Both parents are Renee and Luke.
Yeah, I believe Sean's his brother, right?
Yep. Ricky right after going after the takedown with the near side cradle. He's going to lock this up and turn him. That should be 2. He's got it locked up. That should be 2 points. There we go. Now he caught the far side leg. He's got it tight. Oh, and he let it go. He's got that leg again. He's going to walk it towards the head. Oh, I'm a little surprised he let that go.
He's going to get 3 back points. It's 5-0 advantage. Lost the grip. He's got the hammer lock in. Oh, no. Allison able to slip out of that.
All right, Braunschweig going to work here on a breakdown.
Got a spiral ride in.
There it is.
Stretch them out a little bit.
Oh, we got blood red. So blood time here.
Oh, this might be. Can we do our award?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
absolutely.
Hold on.
Let's
Hold on.
run and do this.
Okay, here we go. Let me get this.
I'm gonna go down here. We've got a special guest for tonight. Maybe we can get a camera on Hunter. Where's Hunter at? Here we go. All right, folks. We've got Hunter Rick Hare Flair of the Duel tonight.
All right.
There you go.
right.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
there it is.
Yeah, hold that sign down a little bit
Yeah,
so we can see the face.
hair.
There's the camera. Look at the
Classic-
camera. Rick Hare
classic
Flair of the Duel.
Bulldog.
Look at that smile. All right.
Oh, wait. Karen's reporting. She just cut his hair today.
Oh,
Well, my goodness gracious.
was it for
So-
the contest?
Wait a minute.
Was this a ringer?
Is the fix in, John?
Karen's yelling at me. She's over here. She's like, I just cut his hair today.
Well, I think
Let me confirm this. Hold on.
I think this was set up from the beginning.
Oh.
Well played. Very well
You know
played
what?
indeed.
Hunter still gets the win. I don't care what anyone says. That's fantastic. I'm so glad that we finally got to find a recipient for our Ric Flair Hair of the Duel. As they say, if hair were poetry, that kid's hair is absolute flowetry.
Whoa.
Wow. Whoa. That, you guys just took that to a new level.
Whoa.
I'm impressed. My hat is off to you.
Because you wanted to show off your hair.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why.
That's
This
true.
is the hair segment.
Yeah, the tight military cut there, the major, and yeah. So Karen confirmed, she cut his hair today, so this was perfect.
So John Frye's wife, Karen Frye, cut Hunter's hair. So before you get too crazy on the comments, I was not aware of that knowledge before I nominated Hunter. I just want everyone to be clear on this. This has been on the up and up.
Yes, I was unaware of this either as well. So
Hey, switching gears real
Yes,
quick, our
let's do
JV wrestlers, last Saturday, they participated in the JV state tournament. We had 3 of our wrestlers go down and compete in that at Wausau. And that was Bradley Bartz at 220, Van Davis at 285, and Isaac Zweig at 120. Van took second place.
I think that's Isaac Zweig.
Zweig. I was thinking it was like a German, so I was going with Zweig.
German Zweig.
Yeah. So Van took second place. Isaac fought very hard, and Brad took first in the consolations rounds. And Max Kather was also supposed to compete at 138, but he was unable to practice due to an injury. But here we go back with the action.
Minute 7 left in the clock of the first period.
Oh, we got a caution. Oh, that's on the ref,
Nope.
so no caution. Braunschweig looking for a turn. Breaking him down. Getting wrist control underneath. Good job. There it is for the crossface. Going right to the crossface cradle. Walking the head to the knee. Doesn't quite lock it up.
Yeah.
Right. Braunschweig being tenacious on this, looking for these pinning combinations. Here's the ball and chain. He's got it locked up. He's switching off to a kind of a crossface cradle, an unorthodox way to lock that up, but then he walked it to the head.
Yeah, not sure how you're going to pull him
And
back.
now he's going to pull
but
him back, and if he can get that knee in the back, he can get a pin here. Yeah, he's going to get a pin, I think.
He's got, the
Well,
one
he's got-
shoulder's pretty high.
Yeah, he's got to get his knee off to the side and put his knee in the back and
So-
head in the side of his head. He's still got it locked up. He needs to unlock it to get another 3
There
points.
it is, unlocked. So it's going to be 8-0 going into the second period.
Braunschweig takes down.
Constant movement. That's the name of the game when you're low.
There's an inside switch from Braunschweig. Oh, couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Well, that's where Allison kind of came in and sort of closed down the real estate you need for a switch, right? So his hips kind of got closer, closed down that window, you know, and that's, again, what we talk about in wrestlers, windows are going to open. Can you close them and then walk into that?
Ricky with a good step back. And basically just a reverse leg.
Kind of waited for that window to open, and it did.
Yep.
And then just took advantage. So it's 10-0, minute 20 left here in the second period.
Bo trying to do what he can to get off the bottom, but Ricky just being relentless with different pinning combinations and breakdown. Oh, tried it for a chin drop, couldn't get it, and gave up the escape. Oh, good setup. I think I'm not sure.
Blocked him there.
Yeah, I think he just didn't realize he was that close. But had he reached through, he would have had that leg tight.
I mean, his head was right on the leg.
There's that little window again.
Right.
Oh, here we go for a Kelly. Kind of a sort of fireman's carry, but more of a Kelly.
He kept the butcher, I think, right?
Yep, he kept the arm. He switched it to a half Nelson, and he's got it dug out. He's getting the back points.
So he's got to get the pin here, or else this will end in a tech.
No. He's got. He didn't get the takedown. Yep, you're right. It would be a tech fall. So he's got to get the pin here. This could be it right here. Oh, saved by the bell. That's going to be a tech fall and 5 points.
Should bring the score up to 31-0.
Wait a minute. There's some confusion here. I thought it was 2 point. Oh, and it wasn't. It was 10-1. He did get the takedown for 2.
There was the cut. Yeah,
right.
There we go.
We got blood again. Oh no, there was just a problem with the headgear. Just an equipment failure. Oh, goes for the head toss, catches Braunschweig on his back, but Braunschweig be able to get through. Good roll through for this. Whew.
Good Lord.
Giving me a little bit of a heart attack up here. And there's the 2, and now there's the tech fall.
Holy crap, kid. Yeah, don't get head thrown.
Well, I can tell you at any given Sunday type scenario that anybody can throw a head toss and it's over.
That's right.
All right. So here we go at 170.
This is a candidate for the Ric Flair here.
We've already given that award.
I know, but
John Frye.
Okay, I know. But this guy was in the running. He was in the running.
Absolutely.
Runner-up, maybe.
Now, Davis is a freshman, and his parents are Michelle and Charlie. All right, here's Heiser going for the takedown and let him go. Just kind of working that will to win at this point. Not so much working on the points, just on breaking down that will to win. There's a tilt. Well, Heiser going right to work. Here comes another tilt.
I mean, Owen's at a position now where he just tilt from the left, tilt from the right.
Well, he's keeping an eye on the clock here.
Gonna tilt you from every position of the mat.
There he goes for a half Nelson. If he can get him turned, this is going to be over.
Yep.
I think this is it right here. Oh, he steps across, and that's it.
So that will bring team score up to 37-0. Now we'll see Charlie Braunschweig get 182 pounds for Evansville, and I believe Edgerton is sending out Ethan Stengel, who is a sophomore. Been
Yep.
wrestling for a couple of years here. His parents, Amanda and Jason, probably in the house, I imagine.
At 182 pounds for Edgerton, Ethan Stengel. For Evansville, Charlie Braunschweig.
So the mat that they're wrestling on tonight is the brand new mat the club purchased for the wrestling team this in 2020. So this is the first dual meet that this mat's been wrestled on.
What?
Yeah. The previous one, they didn't know this was back in their storage, and I
Oh,
reminded them.
This was behind the other one?
Yep, and I reminded them there's a brand new one, so they just realizing that now, and that's what happens when you have a COVID year.
They were rotating, huh?
Yeah, they didn't know. It was behind the other mat. Good takedown. Kelly to the back, kept the arm.
He's got a
5-point move here.
Yeah, you got to lift the head there.
Yep, that's what needs to happen. It's lift that head, push the chin into the chest, and kind of
I mean, it's very tiring
and
for
lift that other
Stengel.
leg. Yep, there he goes. Now he's get that other arm. That
So he wants to lift that elbow closer even more.
Yeah, there's the pin. Good job, Braunschweig. Good move on that Kelly and keeping that arm.
So I think
Kelly.
that brings it up to 43-0.
Charlie looked a little look up at the camera. Good work there, Charlie.
Hey, I've been waiting for one of these kids to kind of figure out, hey, you know, you're going to be watched. You know,
Yeah.
have fun with it.
Absolutely.
A little bit of fun, not too much fun. Right, John?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of fun. All right, now we see Liam Spike, 195. Bam Bam, as the kids call him. And we got Gage Farrington from Edgerton.
I like watching Liam wrestle. Just a bruiser.
Yeah, I mean, Liam, a lot of these turn into a street fight. Very entertaining.
Being tenacious. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Liam got caught, rolled on his back. He's in big trouble here. He needs to get his arm through. He needs to get that arm through and get to his belly.
Hey, you got to fight through this.
He's in the center of the mat. He's in a bad position here. There you go. He's got an opportunity to get out right here. You think he's going to get to his stomach.
Get strong
There you
here.
go. Whew. Boy.
You still got to get that arm back.
There you go. He's in much better position. Wow. Good work. Never say die attitude. I like it.
Yeah, but then he's cradled. Oh, that's a quick 2 count. So we're at 7. Down 7. Farrington up.
And Farrington's a senior this year, so not surprising.
Oh.
Well, good Granby. He's going to grab the leg instead of the hip. He's going to grab the head for a head toss. This could be it. I think he's got him.
Yeah.
Boy, he should have stayed where he was at. There it is. Wow. Talk about a change of events. Liam getting put to his back, fighting tough, hard off his back, able to get the reversal for the pin. Wow, that was fun wrestling.
At 49-0, and I mean, again, here we go, right? It's those windows we've talked about them. There are little opportunities there. When kids take advantage of them, you can score big points, you can get a pin, you can do things like that. But the thing is, you got to take full advantage, full opportunity.
Right. Looks like Balin's going to get the forfeit because the wrestler they were presenting looked a little bit smaller than him, I'm just saying. And we're going to have 2 forfeits in a row.
No, we got a heavyweight coming out.
Okay. Oh.
This may be Jacob Wankee, maybe?
At 285 pounds, for Edgerton, Jacob Wankee.
Yep.
For Evansville, Peterson.
All right,
They got to
here we
slow
go.
down here. I got to catch up.
Can they stop for? Wait a second.
Hey, can
The
can you-
producer didn't say go.
we need a commercial timeout.
Yes. Okay. Who do we have here?
So it's
This is
the
Wankee.
fun part of the sport. This is Jacob Wankee
Okay,
from
thank you.
Edgerton, and Tucker Peterson. You may have heard of him
I
from
have
Evansville.
heard of
He's
him.
out there wrestling.
Thank you.
All right, so these heavier wrestlers looking for that heavy on the head and look for a pass by or a spin around.
We need like in football. Don't we need like a guy with like the orange gloves, you know, on the sideline, that like says we're
Oh.
going to commercial.
Here we go. This could be this is.
Uh-oh. What are we doing here?
He's got the head still. Look for that falling.
That's two. That's two.
I thought I'd see a falling roll on that. A falling wrist roll, and there it is. There it is. That's the wrist roll I was looking for. This is going to be the pin right here.
Back, yeah.
I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. I saw that wrist roll coming from a mile away, and he just executed it beautifully.
Oy vey. So 61-0. 3 weights left. We got 106, 113, and 120. So let's see what happens.
All right, Mr. Producer.
Well, I know the last name of this one.
Yeah, this is going to be Blake Frye from Evansville, issue of John and Karen Frye, and Garrett Cottner
There we go.
from Edgerton.
Frye going right after it. Good aggressive here.
Frye bringing a 24-7 record into this duel. Very impressive record.
He's looking for that head in the side right now. Oh. He's going to lift that ankle and tip over the crash the hips. Good job.
That should be a takedown.
And get his 2. Yep. Boy, you see just a completely different style going from the heavyweight to the 106, and it's so much fun. That's the best part about wrestling is that, you know, not only each wrestler has a different style, but each weight group has a different
right,
style.
it's a spectrum, but it's clearly two different sports
Right.
between 106 and heavyweight, right?
Right, yeah. Oh, here's for the front three-quarter Nelson for the power move from Frye for the stack.
That is such a Frye move. John, you teach him that in the basement because Gavin used to pull that
Yeah,
move.
right.
That's the Frye move, right?
Collins used it a few times too.
So
Yeah.
here he is with the front headlock, getting tight on it, using that to his advantage. Watch out for the sucker drag. Oh, he switches off to the. He's got to pick that ankle up. There you go. Good job.
Drive
Head
it.
the side.
Drive and lock it up.
If he could lock the hands there, you get a takedown. That'll
Well, he's
count.
He's already on
he's in
top.
position.
Oh, he's on top.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right now we're looking to turn, so we want to lock that up, and now maybe look at a half. I mean, we got to move just a hair quicker, right?
There's
Yeah,
a wrist.
yeah,
and a
there's a
half.
great wrist
Come
and
on,
a
come on,
half.
get off your knees and push.
He's gotta
Toe
drive it
pressure,
over.
Toe pressure.
Oh. So the problem, you know, with these little wrestlers, these later wrestlers, is that they're a lot more flexible also. So there's some
Quicker,
dynamics there.
more flexible. Did I say quicker?
He had it. Looked like he had it locked up there.
He did.
Gotta wait.
All right,
So
2-0 after
he's going to
one.
probably defer. Oh, no, he's going to go both up.
Okay.
So Frye chooses both up. Neutral.
I thought he said red, but I can't hear with the headphones on.
Good for an inside single, straight. Oh, thought
Go-
we were going
go
to get a
right into
takedown
it.
right there.
Yeah, I mean, just lock that up. There's your takedown.
Again, working that ankle, crashing the hips. And he's going to get his 2 here if he can get around.
Cross
There you go,
face
cross.
and get
There's
your
2.
There's 2.
Yep. 4-0.
Frye working a wrist to a half Nelson. This could be it right here. Great half Nelson.
I like it.
I think this is going to be a pin. Yep.
My high school wrestling coach, Gary Egan, he's the Hall of Fame, Wisconsin Hall of Fame, Gary Egan out of Marshall, and he was a big wrist half combination guy. So
So just for the record, Mike, and I want a ruling on this. As far as commentating fathers go, I think I keep it like 100 times more professional than John. Just saying.
Oh. John just goes after it. I like it a lot.
Goes with a Jim Carrey reference.
I like it.
All right, I'll give you that. Just saying. All right, Gunner with a forfeit.
Okay, so I got to play catch up here, fellas.
Yeah, so 67-0, and then another. So we're at 73-0 right now, and at 120, I think we're going to end with. It looks like we'll be sending out Isaac Zweig.
Oh,
We talked about him
awesome.
earlier.
Yes.
Yep.
Because
Fantastic.
he was going to have a JV match, I think. Yeah, he was on.
Yep, and they scratched
I
it.
think they scratched it.
Things change. So here we are at 120.
Should be Noah Riley. No,
Ian Raymond.
Ian Raymond. Didn't he wrestle in JV?
Yeah, this ain't Ian Raymond.
It's not. It's
Or
some,
maybe it is. I don't know. You know what? We
I-
could have screwed that up.
No, they.
we're gonna have to listen for a cheer or something.
Yep. You know what?
We'll go with Ian Raymond because he
Live-
checked in.
Live broadcast, so maybe we screwed that up the first time.
Yeah.
And you know what? If someone calls in on it, we'll fix it with an apology.
We'll deduct it from our salary.
There you go.
Okay, let's get.
All right,
I'm
Isaac,
still
here
playing.
we go.
I'm still playing catch up here. Oh, there's an Ian. I heard it.
Yep,
I
that's
heard
definitely Ian.
I hear a lot of things, but mostly I just don't hear the right things.
All right, both wrestlers looking for that advantage. Looking for an inside single, but he got him extended. Ian got.
So you're in position here, Isaac. Yeah, there you go, now push.
So he got a little extended out. He needs to back out of this. Isaac needs to back out. There you go. Onto his feet and start back neutral.
40 seconds left here in the first period.
Like to see a takedown. Both wrestlers working the tie. Isaac looking for heavy on the head to bring it down for a turn, for just a classic drop them on their face and then spin around using that ankle. With just a few seconds left in the period for that score.
So 2-0 for Zweig here after 1. And Zweig chooses down.
So he's got wrist control on the bottom, so that's good. But Ian fights it off. He's looking for it. He's got to look for a crossface and get his legs back.
Get his hips in the right position.
Stretch out Ian. There you go. Now he's gonna get the reversal here.
Gotta move.
There he is, working that ankle to crash the hip and get his 2 reversal.
There's the 2. 4-0.
Right after that half Nelson.
Ooh. Keep that.
He got a little bit out too far in front, and Ian was able to grab the leg, but he used his ankle again to cross it over, crash the hip, get the advantage. Right back to the half.
There you go. Just
He's got him turned.
Adjust.
He needs to pull that arm and kind of bring it out perpendicular to the body.
Toe pressure. Toe pressure.
Yeah, get up on your toes. And there's the pin. We finish off with a pin, so the total score, 79-0.
Yeah, I think that might have been Isaac's first varsity win.
Absolutely.
Do you think that?
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
to
Isaac. he's got to start over.
Yeah, he's got to get to the front.
There he goes.
His teammates helping him out with that.
Yeah,
Hey, what are you
Go the
doing?
other way. Go the other way. How do we do this?
Wow, what a great performance for Evansville tonight. 79-0, dominating pretty much every facet of the match tonight. You know, and you could tell the team was ready to go. Last home match, and they really brought the intensity and really brought it to Edgerton. You got to give it up to Edgerton. Being such a young team, I never saw anybody quit out there.
Oh, no, not at all.
So, you know, even though the score reflected, you know, a dominant performance by Evansville, but Edgerton never put their head down. They never said stop. They never quit, and their teammates kept coming up to the mat and congratulating, or you know, consolidating or helping them out at the end of the mat. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, just, you know, wonderful effort all around, wonderful effort by our youth, wonderful effort by our JV, our varsity. Just want to thank Edgerton for coming out, all the folks from Edgerton.
Yep. I got a few more things here.
This is usually where we end, John, so hurry. So hurry.
Wait a second here. I think we could talk the girls' state tournament. I think, is it the first one?
this year's the first high school state tournament
for the girls.
For the girls, that's WIA. Yep.
Yes.
Outstanding. We'll let the folks at home know that we don't have any girls on our team.
Well, we don't, but we would welcome girls on our team.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
We
get
do
'em
have
out here.
we do have some in the youth.
We have some in the youth. I think I was in the halls trying to recruit some girls. They had brothers.
Careful with that.
Well,
People
they-
get weird about that.
Trying to get them wrestling in our wrestling room. The
Right.
moms were excited. So anyway, so if you're going to the girls wrestling in lacrosse, you need to purchase a ticket online. What else did we have? We kind of went by this quickly, but the Freedom tournament, we had some wrestlers there. I didn't get my images up, and then Danny Heiser, he was most outstanding wrestler.
They beat the #1 kid in Division
Yep.
1.
Nope. Number 3.
Number 3.
Well, number
Okay.
3. He was ranked number 3 at the time.
Yep. He won state last year, but he was number 3.
Okay.
And he didn't win it at 120.
And do we want to give any podcast shout out?
Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast, always go check them out. They're always a lot of fun. They help us out. They're aware of our situation. And I dare I say they're fans. So,
Yeah, and Mary MB, she's reporting in. She's saying thank you for broadcasting it. We love it. Jared Miller, he says good job. Joe A, super excited about the broadcast in Lodi. So we didn't mention that either. We'll be broadcasting live in Lodi.
Yes.
I did mention.
You did mention it? Okay, I
Yeah,
might have
you're-
been.
You're doing 8 million things at once.
I might have been off the headset at the time. So
Yeah.
Lodi, let's get our next events. Next event, we got the Lodi on Saturday. Then the following Saturday, the Rock Valley Conference Duels. That's in Broadhead. We've got a JV Invitational in Columbus on Monday the 7th. And I think, Jaden, can you get your camera on? We've got youth night, so we've got some signatures going on. Let's see if we can capture some of that. So zoomed in, there, we've got the youth trying to snag some signatures of the wrestlers. How awesome is this?
Yeah, that's cool. That's
I mean,
really
this
cool.
is what it's about, right? Looking up to these big seniors, these juniors, these high school guys,
And
doing
get-
some signature. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's outstanding. That's exactly what we love to see, and this is how we're going to grow our sport. So I tell you what, from our broadcast team, John, the moneymaker, Frye. All right, Ethan, appreciate everything you've done, and Mason, as always, a pleasure to be broadcasting with you.
Hey,
I'm
yeah.
Mike Olson, and from all of us, thanks for listening in, and we'll see you next time.